Hello, West Kingdom. This is Elsie again. I am doing some recordings to help everybody navigate through things like the Google tools. A lot of what I focused in on today is the calendar and what it looks like, but I want to take everybody through the Google Sitemap to give them some ideas on how to work through things. We're starting here at the bottom of the page. One, for those of you who like URLs and bookmarks and typing them in, the URL sitemap.westkingdom.org will get you to where we are going. You can type that in. It's going to take you to the same place that this much longer URL takes you. Exact same thing. We also have a QR code for those who like using those. I really like this. I've got the sitemap saved to my phone. So when I'm interacting with newcomers or people on the fly, I'll go ahead and bring the sitemap up, scroll to the bottom, and they can scan that QR code, and that will give them an easy way of accessing everything we do, including a link to take them down to the Kingdom web page. And when you convert this to viewing on a phone, this winds up looking a little more like an app. So it's a system that's easy for folks to do, particularly for those of us who live on their phones every day. Couple other features we have at the page. We have a link that for new and returning members that's set up with all of our tools in place that our Chatelain's been looking through. So this is a great place to direct new people if you have any questions, or there's actually even resources for not much. I think I've got something there, but there's even resources for folks that are going to go through and work as Chatelain's themselves. And we've got different sets of resources for newcomers and for those who are returning members, whether you're a long-term member in the West Kingdom or whether you have moved in from another area. Sometimes you have different needs than a newcomer, but you still have some needs in place. So we've got that right here in place. We have a link to the calendars that's a little more spread out and includes a couple of calendars that are not in the West Kingdom. One, this is the calendar that the Zoom team uses. So if you're ever looking for a Zoom meeting and you can't find the links are going to be here on this calendar. And generally we save them other places, but stuff gets missed sometimes. And I know it's always a question of what's going on for the major wars and the stuff happening in other kingdoms and things like that. So go up a little bit. When we get information in on the major wars, when we get information in on known world events that are happening, we do a simple entry on this known world calendar so that you can kind of go ahead and find those links in one place. I know sometimes it's hard to Google and find it. They're very simple entries. Generally, we're taking you to whatever their website is. Same thing for Penzic. We do include some of the information on how to camp with the West Kingdom, stuff like that. Some of those specific details. So those resources are out there a little above and beyond the standard West Kingdom calendar that most of us work with routinely. I want to go back to the home page for a minute. What we have here is these are a bunch of simple links. A lot of times they're different words to get you to the same place, hopefully to get you all the resources you need, sort of a lot of the background material. We have a tremendous amount of training material associated with the web team that not everybody knows where it is, but hopefully these will take you to some sites that are a little simpler, a little easier to navigate, a little more directed to your particular special interests. If something you're looking for is not included on these, it may be over here on the menu. If you're viewing this on your phone, the menu can be found under those 3 white slashes. If you click on that, the big drop-down menu will happen. We've got it split out a few different ways. We also have one that's got all the sites listed out in detail. But sometimes there are new buttons added as questions come up, as people need new ways of navigating. We add some things in. The alphabetical order is a little odd on this. That's so it displays correctly on the phone when it collapses down. And we've got one other feature up here. We've got the How to App website. I'm going to do a separate video detailing that because I think it's of interest to some folks, but this is one way that you can get to that. If you have questions about some of the technology that we're doing, you want to go through it a little more in a little more detail than we can get in a quick YouTube video, this is a place to look for that. It's also going to include links to content by other creators that stays up on the tech in a way that we just can't. So hopefully some of that helps. And I hope you guys are having a good access to the resources that we have out there. Thank you much. Bye.